For a generation of consumers, TV advertising has presented the world in a certain way. The dream vacation, the perfect family, the happy meal, the supermodel. We are swimming in a sea of media. And in this new environment where everyone wants to play a role in the stories that they see, how does that affect the stories that we tell?
I think it's an amazing time to be, I think it should be an amazing time to be doing advertising. We are spending more time with media than we ever have before. At the same time, we know more about the people we're trying to reach. We know who they are and where they are and what they like.
So I think video is a very compelling medium. If it's telling a story, you can get engagement with video that you don't get with words or with images. So when you have someone who's passionate about a topic on camera, that's a very different approach than someone who's passionate writing a blog post or writing a piece of content.
In B2B marketing, we've long thought that we were selling to companies, and we're now waking up to the fact that we're selling to people, and people like to receive information in as safe and entertaining a vehicle as possible, and video is it.
When I think about using video, I think of it as like almost a discipline to help me take abstract or complicated ideas and make them simple and concrete. It literally forces me to do that with a message that might otherwise use up too much space in PowerPoint or too much space in an ebook or a white paper, and gives me the discipline to make this thing count.
Emotionally, you can be presented with a story in video format in just a few seconds can make the kind of connection that you might not ever get through a book, an entire book, let alone an infographic or a couple of blog posts. So I think you have some immediacy and shortening of time to create a meaningful connection with your audience through video that isn't necessarily possible through other content formats.
Especially coming from the perspective of a regulated industry. I think video is great to put a human face behind an avatar, behind a brand name. And so anytime that you have the ability to showcase your folks, the people within your organization or the people within your community, it can be a very valuable way to tell a story.
So that's really one of the first places I look for video is how do you share kind of the humanity of your brand and what you're trying to accomplish, and also then how do you visualize how your brand or your products or your services actually help your customers and try and tell that in their voice.
So many people have great stories. One of the hospitals in town, Children's Mercy, tells the story of the first heart transplant of a child. So as marketers, we learned about empathy today. We learned about needing to have that emotional connection. Video is the best way of bringing in that emotional attachment. And so finding the stories that are happening inside your organization and with your customers and telling them, and leave yourself completely out of it.
By the year 2017, of 74% or something like that of all internet traffic will be video. Another one was mobile, and thinking how people discover, consume, and act on information, and mobile is such a big part of that. It's like 300% more video consumption on mobile devices over the last couple of years. So I think the way they need to think about it, instead of wondering, well, gosh, we do it because our competitors are doing it, should we do it because it's cool, should we do it because of those stats I just gave you? No, you should do it because it's what customers want.